Hi friends, Camie here with Wickless and Scentsational. I wanted to talk about what to expect when you become a new consultant with Scentsy as far as the compensation structure and PRV and what that all means. I'm going to break it down as quickly and easily as possible for you because if you're not familiar with how that works, it might be a little bit overwhelming or confusing to you. It's also a question that I get asked a lot is what is the compensation plan? How does that work? How often do I get paid? What is PRV? So let's start with compensation first. If you have ever worked a job that is compensation based, it means that you get a commission back, you get a percentage back on the sales that you make. So it is similar with Scentsy. So based on the sales that you make, they will pay you back that commission, and it's done on a monthly basis. So from the start of the month to the end of the month, they're going to calculate that up, and then it's generally the 10th of the following month, that is when they pay out commissions. So what do you get commission on? Well, you get commission on your sales, but they look at it as PRV. So you have your product retail price, and every product retail price also has an associated PRV, personal retail volume. So what that means is for Scentsy, most items are going to be a 1-to-1 ratio, $1, 1 PRV. So for example, a $40 warmer, that's 40 PRV. Now Scentsy does have some special collections, collaborations, and licensed items where that PRV is going to be a little bit less than the retail amount. But in most cases, it's pretty close to that 1-to-1 ratio, like I said. And you can see all of that in your back office. So when you become a consultant, you'll get a login ID for it's a workstation. They call it the Scentsy workstation, and it's essentially, it is like a back office. It's going to have all of your training, your resources, your materials. It is going to keep track of your sales, your PRV, like everything is there. It's amazing. Really, it's like everything at your fingertips that you'll need for your business. I access my workstation several times a day because it just has helpful news and everything I'll need to keep on track. So that will be there for you to help you keep track of things and to help answer questions. You can also call consultant support and of course your sponsor and team. So PRV. Once Scentsy calculates all that PRV at the end of the month, like I said, you'll get that commission back the following month around the 10th of the month, and when you start, you'll be an essential consultant. So Scentsy has a compensation structure. When you start, you're an essential consultant, and it moves up from there. Depending on whether or not you're running this as a business where you're wanting to build a team and do all of that, or maybe you're doing it more just to kind of support your habit. Everyone's going to have different goals and a vision for where they want to go with Scentsy, but everyone starts at the same place. Everyone starts as an essential consultant with 20% back in commission on that PRV, that monthly PRV. Now, with that said, I will throw out some hypothetical numbers, but I want to make sure that I'm following all direct sales policies. So everything I say is hypothetical, and I will put an income disclosure statement below this video. So if you did 500 PRV in sales in a month, that following month, you're going to get paid 20% on that, so that's going to be $100. $100, who couldn't use $100, right? Pretty awesome. So that is how it works. You'll see what your PRV is and you'll get 20% back, and it goes through a pay portal. It can connect to your bank account. You'll get a little debit card. It's really awesome. I love using my Scentsy debit card. So that is how that works. Now, after you are doing some sales, when you achieve $1,000 in PRV, you are going to boost yourself up. You're giving yourself a 5% raise, and you will then be a certified consultant. So that, off of that $500, instead of getting $100, you're now getting $125. So you've just given yourself that raise, and that stays forever. You are not going to lose that. You don't have to get up to that 1,000 every month or anything like that. It's a one-time accumulation of PRV. Whether it takes you a week, whether it takes you 6 months, it doesn't matter. It's just going to calculate all of that up to $1,000, and then you'll see your certified consultant getting 25% back now. So you can give yourself a raise as a Scentsy consultant, which is pretty awesome. So from there, we move into leadership, team building, and I'm not going to go into that because then you are working with a team, and it changes a little bit how that compensation plan will work, and how you can be paid then at that leadership title and all of that. So I'm not going to get into all of that. I just wanted to focus more on that initial, what can I expect? What will I be called? How does PRV work? How does compensation work? So I hope that makes sense. The commission that you're getting is off of that PRV. Like I said, PRV is personal retail volume, and it's the amount that is commissionable from the sale of a product. Most of Scentsy products are going to be that 1-to-1 ratio of retail to PRV, but there are items that are not. In order to know what that is, you'll have all of that information through the workstation. You'll start as an essential consultant, getting 20% back, work up to $1,000, and you become a certified consultant, getting 25% back in commission. I feel like one thing I love about Scentsy is it's just very straightforward. I love that everyone starts out on the same foot, and depending on what you want with your business, you can reach for the stars, you can support your own habit, you can do it as a hobby. And then the only other thing is that with the commission plan, and to continue to stay active as a Scentsy consultant, each month you're gonna wanna try to achieve 200 PRV. 200 PRV means that you are an active consultant. But Scentsy knows that sometimes we have crazy months. We might not be able to get to that 200 PRV every month. So they just ask that you get 200 PRV within a 1-month period over a 4-month span. So that means if I get $200 in PRV this month, even if I can't get up to 200 PRV the next month, it's okay. Or the next month even, it's okay. So just one time within a 4-month span, you need to get 200 PRV within a month. So it's not gonna roll over across that whole 4 months. It's $200 in 1 month over the span of 4 months. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. I'm always here to answer them. I hope this has helped to kind of break it down for you, help you to understand it. You can always contact me. I'll put my contact information below if you have any questions. And I hope that you will consider, if you're considering becoming a consultant, I hope you'll consider it, because it has been so fun for me. I actually have exceeded 10,000 PRV since becoming a consultant just over a year ago, which is so cool. So that means that if you do the math, I have become a certified consultant, 25%, and I also am a team. I have an amazing team, but then there's that factored into it as well. Like I said, I'm not going to go into that today. So if you do the math, you can kind of see what that's been like for me. And everyone's going to be different. You know, everyone's going to have different, like I said, different goals. Everyone's going to have different number amounts, and that's why we're not supposed to just say like, oh, this is what you will get, because like I said, every situation, everyone's journey, everyone's path will be different. But I just wanted to share that with you to make you think, wow, in a year from now, what could I have done with that money? I could have gotten that compensation back from Scentsy. It's been a really big blessing for me and for my family, and I'm sure it could be for you too. Again, I'll put the income disclosure statement underneath this video. I want to make sure I'm staying all within those policies of direct sales. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.